Sides of your neck draw back.
No, that's unmute.
Said the host would like you to unmute.
No.
No.
Good. So taking just a moment to kind of settle into your breath. Letting whatever it took to get here this afternoon, kind of maybe from, the living room to the den, let it all go. Whatever awaits after class, kind of putting that aside in your mind now, just to be here for your practice. A deep breath in and a long breath out. Let's do a little pranayama, meditative breath. So you can close your eyes. Maybe you draw your thumb and pointer finger together. That can just be a nice way of staying centered. Maybe you let your open palms stack on top of each other, whatever your preference here. But think of your breath. Taking that deep breath in, matching to the long breath out. Knowing that when we kind of take our time and really focus on the breath, it allows us to be very centered in the moment. Not allowing the mind to travel too far into the future. Not allowing the mind to lead us to the path, into the past. And just staying very centered in the present with the breath. Deep breath in, long breath out. Let your left hand come towards the belly with the right hand towards the heart. Take a couple more rounds of breath. So as you're here, maybe your left hand feels the belly rise and fall with the deep breath, and maybe your right hand can feel your heartbeat. Taking a moment just to be present with yourself. Connecting physical body, mental mind, spiritual self together. And then we'll gently release the arms, letting the arms sweep overhead with that full breath. Then exhale the breath completely as hands come to the heart. A couple more times, just moving again with the rhythm of your breath, which may be different than mine and different if you've got a neighbor next to you. And then let's start to come into our twist. So letting the arms reach high, twist as much as you can to the right side so that left waistline draws you to the right, let your hands drop down towards the floor, so wherever they fall, that's just it. Maybe head, neck, and eyes start to look over that right shoulder, and then when you're ready, go into the second side. So you get to go into these twists. Hold it as long as you like. If it feels better to go a little faster with the breath, awesome. Inhale. Exhale as you move from one side into the other. Doing our warm-up poses for the spine, and we'll do some for the arms here in a moment. And then next time you pass through center, we'll pause there. Good. Right hand draws to the floor, left arm brings you up and over for a side body stretch. So as you come into the side body stretch, keep your sits bones rooted. And then when you're ready, switching. So try, as you're coming to the left, push that right sits bone back into the floor. You get that big right side body stretch. Go from one side to the other. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more to each side. Good. Back to center when you're ready. And we're going to bring those arms and pull them forward a little bit, and then exhale, elbows drop back towards each other. So in this pose, as you stretch and reach, and the elbows go back, it's a long breath. Nice inhale here. Exhale as you open out. And then watch where your head is if you can. Think about the neck still stacking on top of the spine vertebrae. So the head's not pulling forward. Couple more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's cross the arms over the chest. Pull those arms as far as you can away from each other. So right arm pulls left arm pulls right, and then elbows go back out. Second side, left arm on top. So maybe it's the forearms that stack, or you pull them apart even more so the elbows stack. Just depends what is right for you. Alternating that top arm. 3 to each side. When you're done with that, we'll let it go, shake it off a little bit. We're going to add on to that pose a little bit here now. So let your arms extend forward and reach. Good. We're going to do 2 pullbacks. There's 1. Inhale, stretch and reach. And 2. Good. Now stack your arms with the right arm on top of the left. Grab the upper arms there. And we're going to lift the ribs from the waistline, twist to the right, go through center, twist to the left, back through center, twist to the right, and through center, twist to the left. Good. We're going to do that one more time. Maybe let the arms go, shake it off. Arms extend. We're going to do that 2 times so elbows drop back. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, elbows go back. Good. Left arm on top of right this time. Alternate the top arm. And twist to the right as far as you can. Go back through center. Twist to the left as far as you can. Back through center. One more time to the right. And one more time to the left. Back to center. Good. Release the arms. Give them a little shake off. And let's move into a tabletop. So hands and knees. Stacking your, try and do this around too, but hands right down from the shoulders, knees from the hips. And we're gonna go into some cat-cow. So engage your core, round your spine up towards the ceiling, head and tail draw in towards each other. And then reversing that, the belly draws to the floor, head and tail try and touch behind. So find your core, really engaging through the core, even as you move into the belly dropping to the floor. That protects low back if there's any wonkiness there. Maybe the toes are tucked, it just depends on if that feels better for your knees. Maybe it gives you a little bit more balance. And then next time you kind of pass your done with your cat-cow, coming to neutral. Let's wag the tail. Shift your hips side to side, maybe looking to the hips as you draw to the right, you're looking to the right side, look maybe to the heel. Same with the left, you can look to the hip or your heel. Good girl. And just, again, little spine movement here. Bringing it back to neutral. Let's go through circles. So if you've got things going on with your wrist, maybe don't take your body weight forward, stop short right there, but you can let yourself kind of shift around and around. Elbows bend, head can move around. And then we're gonna go in the reverse direction. A couple of times. Good, and then slowly bring everything back to center. So we're gonna come into a little bit of balance work here. Taking, so it's, again, maybe sometimes it helps to tuck the toes, that can give you extra support and can protect your knees. We're gonna take the right arm, left leg out. So push through that left heel, right thumb is extended up towards the ceiling. Engage your core, find a focal point. So when you move to the left arm, right leg, there's this little movement through the body as you can control. Push through the heel, thumb points up. Good, find your core, find your focal point. Let's go back to the right arm and left leg. Good, core, focal point. See how little you can allow the body to move as you take it to the left arm, right leg. And then back to tabletop. Adding on, let's take the right arm, left leg out from the body again. We're gonna take those limbs out to the side and straight ahead. So left leg goes left, right arm goes right. 2 times, back, tabletop. Push down strong with that right arm, maybe tuck those left toes, left leg, right arm. Out once, back to center, keep your core strong, out twice, good, back to center, tabletop. We're gonna do that one more time to each side. Push through the heel, point through the thumb, points up, good. Out once, and twice, back to center, second side, left arm, right leg, out, back to center, out, back to center. Good, let's take a child's pose for just a moment. Untuck the toes, maybe widen the knees a little bit so your heart can come down. Surrender for just a moment. Take, you can wring out the wrists if that was a lot of work on the wrists. And then slowly, we're gonna come back into our tabletop. So I'm gonna turn just so you can kind of see this one. This is one that we do in class frequently enough. It's the stacking the wild thing. So the right knee is gonna stay in place. Sweep your right calf over. Keep your foot tucked, and then bring your right hand out. So your knee, your hand, and your foot create a triangle. So you can take that left side up. You can lift that left leg, or maybe you keep the foot to the floor. Left arm goes straight. Push down strong with that right arm. Reach high with the left. I'll turn here a little bit so you can kind of see that. Good. For some of you, maybe you want to grab that left foot, bend the knee, and reach behind. And that kind of creates a little back bend action. And then take your time, coming back to tabletop. So the left knee stays in place. Sweep that calf out, tuck the toes. That left hand comes out. So your foot, your knee, and your hand is a triangle. Right side can lift up. You can keep that foot to the floor, or maybe lift it and maybe even bend the knee and it becomes a little back bend. Good, wherever you are, take your time. Slowly coming back to tabletop. Let's go back into a child's pose. So toes can touch, maybe the knees go wide, and surrender for just a couple rounds of breath. Let's do one more pose here while we're in tabletop. So take your time transitioning back into tabletop. We'll thread the needle. So push down strong with your right hand, really engage that into the floor. That left arm's gonna reach high and then pull it through. Reach high again. Pull through to the right, a little bit of a twist. Good, reach high. Pull through. Reach high for the fourth time, and then we're gonna come down to rest on that left shoulder, turning your gaze to the right. Maybe you lift your head and draw it away from you so that it creates more space between the shoulder and the ear. You can let that right arm reach around for a half bind. That can sometimes open that right shoulder a little bit. Right hand comes to the floor. Push it back into a tabletop. Okay, so let the left hand really push down into the earth. Let your right arm extend up and reach. Get that big spread of the arms and then pull through and twist. Good, reach high and twist. Reach high and twist. Good, reach high one more time. And now come down to that right shoulder, resting on the right side of the head. You can let your head maybe lift, draw it away a little bit. Maybe that left arm goes to half bind or it just stays to the floor, whatever feels more comfortable. Couple rounds of breath. Good, bring that left hand to the floor, right hand to the floor. Tabletop, tuck your toes. Let's go into the downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling the feet here, maybe really pushing through the palms so you get your ears to the upper arms. Then when you're ready, finding your way to stand. So whatever is the best way for you. To the knees, walk, hop, creep, crawl. Good. Tula may bark here in a moment because Erin, the masseuse, is about to walk through, so just heads up. So coming to stand, let's do some leg work. So we'll do some balancing here. So if you need a chair or having a wall close by, that would be good. So let's bend the knees and let the right heel come out in front. Do some calf hamstring work. So shoulders stay square with your hips. The heart comes forward towards those toes. Keep them active towards you. Okay, now draw your belly in. Lift the heart up. We'll step that right foot back. Go into the second side. So bend your knees. Left leg comes out. Keep those toes active as you take the heart forward. So it requires finding some rooting down onto that right foot so all the weight's not just in the right toes. Left toe stay active, drawing towards you. Draw the belly in again. Let's come up. Left foot steps back. Good, so we'll do pyramid. Right foot steps forward. Both legs are straight and we've got a little bit of a hip width distance. Hands stay to the hips. If you feel comfortable, we haven't really done too much arm work yet, but if you feel comfortable, you can clasp them around the back and maybe they come overhead. But again, we haven't opened the arms up too much yet, but another place to go. Good, so push down strong with the soles of the feet, engage your core, come up. Shift your weight to your right foot to turn the left toes under. Stretch the top of the foot, and maybe you wiggle side to side or roll that foot into some circles. And then shake the legs. Good, back to Tadasana. Left foot steps forward, it's just a little step, not enough where your hips turn at all. Still keeping them square. Root down through the soles of your feet. Let's go forward, keeping your nose kind of in that center line. Pardon me. There should be a calf hamstring stretch on that left leg. And again, draw the belly in, engage your core to come up. Take the weight to that left foot, right toes turn under. Stretch the top of the foot, wiggle side to side, a little circles maybe. And then shake that off. Oh, I didn't cue it. Hands behind the back. Good. Let's go right into some inner thigh work. So take the legs apart a little bit. Looking at your heels just to make sure that they're in alignment with each other. And then it's a lot of tailbone action here. So you really want to try and keep the shoulders over the hips. If you're bowing forward, that's okay, but it's more of staying upright as you come into that opening for the hips. And then if you feel like your heels want to lift, then that's where you stop. You could maybe take your feet wider or bring them in closer, wherever you feel like you need to get that rooting down through the soles of the feet. Good. And then think of the knees going out, away from each other. If you want more, you can kind of pull those arms down, working the shoulder blades when you come into the squat. So again, root the soles of the feet, lengthen the tailbone so the heart stays upright, shoulders over the hips, and maybe some arm work here too. Do a couple more. There's the exhale. Inhale as you get that nice big reach. Exhale when you come into the work. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. Nice. Straighten the legs. Do a little wiggle. Okay, we're going to come back into this squat. Think of those knees going out from each other. Go only as low as that feels okay. This should be getting to the inner thighs and your quads. Lift your right heel and then bring it down. Lift the left heel, then bring it down. Back to the right one time, to the left one time. Good. Root your feet to the floor, straighten the legs. You can give them a little shake off. Good. Let's do a little arm work while we're standing. So we did thread the needle, and let's just come right into that stretch. So let your right arm reach forward, reach high, touch behind your head, maybe to the neck or the shoulders, shoulder blades even, reach up to come out of it. Good. Go to the left. Up, back and touch. Let it hang there for a moment. Good. And then slowly come out of it. Let's go back to that right. up, back to touch. Hang on to it for a second, slowly come out, good. To the left. And now we're gonna go to the right side, reach up, back, and touch. Let your left hand come to that right elbow. Maybe it gets you a little bit more length. That's gonna engage your tricep a little bit more. Hold it for just a moment. Good, left arm releases, right arm releases. Wiggle it off. Second side, left arm reaches up, back to touch. Right hand gets you a little bit more length. Hold on to it for just a moment. Big stretch, nice round of breath. Good, right arm goes, left arm reaches high, forward to come out. Give it a little shake off. So let's come into the boxing action. So let your right foot step forward, left leg's behind you. You still want there to be hip width distance. And if you want to, you can kind of, your legs can be straight or you can give a little bend to them. So we're gonna stay upright and pretend we're hitting a punching bag here. So the arms are out in front of you, pushing those arms away, hitting that boxing bag. I think you can see me, I can't tell. Couple more. Arms can be up or they can be shoulder height or even lower, whatever feels okay for you. Good, and then let's pause, shake it off. We're gonna do 2 to each side. So left foot comes forward now, right leg is back. Again, you can have a slight bend to it if you feel like that's okay. And then let those arms punch towards you. Again, it can be more than shoulder height or lower, whatever is right for you. But punch those arms towards you. Make sure you're breathing. Let those shoulders kind of relax so they're not pulling up towards the ears, but you're really working those arms. Good. Let it go, shake it off. Let's go back to that right leg. Maybe it's a slight bend or you've got straight legs, whatever feels right. And then punch forward. Punch those arms forward. Make sure you're breathing. Good, let's pause. Again, give it a little shake off. Last one, left leg forward. Get yourself into your boxing stance. Straight legs or slight bend. Punch those arms towards you. And then we're gonna let it go. Nicely done. Okay, give it a little shake off. So let's go into our warrior series. If you want to go through down dog each time, I'll cue it both ways. So either coming to the top of your mat or through down dog. Feet are about hip width distance into Tadasana. Tailbone lengthens, heart lifts. Good. Warrior 1, right foot forward, left foot back. Hips are square. Shoulders are in alignment with the hips. You can keep your hands to the heart, or if it feels okay, you can let the arms come overhead. Then drop those shoulders. That right knee has that soft bend that's right on top of the ankle. Pushing back into that left heel so that whole leg fires up. Good. Hands to the heart, left foot forward, down dog, or step into the top of your mat. Second side. Left foot forward, right leg back. Warrior 1. Really pushing back into that right foot, that whole leg fires up. That hip is turned forward as much as you can. Tailbone, heart lift. Shoulders relax. Make sure you're breathing. Good, let's come into downward facing dog or step into the top of your mat. I'm gonna turn here a little bit. So, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 with the right foot forward, left foot's gonna step back a little bit more so you can turn that foot. Looking at that right foot, you want the toes to be pointing forward and that knee right in alignment. Shoulders over the hips, arms extended out with that big reach. Now, root down through the soles of your feet, right? Feel that inner thigh action happen. Good. Downward facing dog, you're coming to your top of the mat. Tadasana. Virabhadrasana 2, second side, left foot forward, right foot back. Look at that front foot, look at that knee, and then extend those arms, shoulders over the hips. So if you feel like you're pulling forward, then there's more core, tailbone lengthening to draw that torso back. And again, root down through the soles of the feet, feel that inner thigh action. Let's take hands to the heart, downward facing dog, or stepping right foot forward. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 again. Right foot forward, left foot back. You're gonna add on here. Now, only go into this if this feels okay. We're gonna think of that right forearm resting on the right thigh. Left arm reaches either up for the ceiling or maybe that upper arm is by your ear. So you're getting a big stretch along the left side body. Think of that left foot really rooting down. You're not collapsing here on that right side. That's where you kind of need to just let that arm rest. You're engaging your core. Good, let's go back to the Warrior 2. Core, core, core. Downward facing dog, or coming to the top of your mat. Good, we'll go to the second side. Left foot forward, right foot back, Vira 2 to begin. And again, if you feel like you're pulling forward, tailbone lengthen, core engaged, bring those shoulders on top of the hips. Side angle, left forearm rests on that upper thigh, right arm reaches either straight up or maybe that upper arm is by the ear. You're pushing strong into the floor with that right foot so you get that big right side body stretch. Your heart's turned. Good. Now, core engagement, slowly start to go back to your Warrior 2. Downward facing dog, or coming to the top of your mat. Good. Crescent lunge, right foot forward, left foot back. You're on those left toes. So your heel can either be pointing to the back of the room or maybe up towards the ceiling. Give it a moment to get that quad stretch, psoas stretch. Look at that front foot, because we're going to go into airplane from here. So I really want your toes to be pointing forward, that knee right in alignment. Hands can stay to the heart, or maybe you're letting them extend up. Good, let's go into the airplane. So let your arms maybe drop to the side, push off onto that right foot, left leg lifts. So you're pushing through that left heel, heart drops the same time, the left leg extends. Then when you're ready to stand. Nicely done. Down dog or top of the mat. Crescent lunge, second side. Left foot forward, we're going to be on those right toes. So again, your heel may be pointing towards the back or up towards your ceiling. Look at that left foot. You make sure that's in alignment. Knees stacked on top. Hands can be to the hips or overhead. So give it a moment here to stretch that right leg. Coming into your airplane, maybe the arms drop to the side, or you keep them overhead, whatever is right for you. Push down strong, fly it into your airplane. Push through that right heel, keep your gaze lifted, so the head's engaged, or the neck's engaged. Head's engaged, haha. Come to stand when you're ready. Nicely done. Shake that off a little. Good, let's do a little bit more balance work, leg work. So, Tadasana. We're gonna bend that left knee, hip height, and then touch the floor behind. Bend that knee, hip height, tap the floor behind. So if you can, that knee's going straight ahead and straight back. If you've got a little swing to it, that's okay, but it's the idea of going up and back. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Go all the way through it, back to stand, to Tadasana. Tailbone lengthens, heart lifts. Weight into the left leg, right knee lifts. Tap the floor behind. Lift up and tap. Up and tap. Good, a couple more. Last one. Good. Back to standing. We're going to take that weight to the right leg to lift the left leg and bring it out and back. So if you can do this without tapping the floor, great. If you need to tap the floor in between, that's fine too. Watch that you're not completely collapsing on that right side. The arms can be wherever you need them to be for balance. And then last one, back to standing. Root down really strong, lift up through the ribs though, so you're not collapsing there on that left side. Right leg lifts, and out, back, and out. Touching the floor if you need to, or keep it lifted. Last one, back to stand. Good. So we're gonna bend, stay strong on that right side. Left knee is gonna come up, out, tap, up, in, and down. Couple on that side. Up, out, tap, up, in, and down. So maybe hands are to the hips just so you know you're not twisting too much to the left. Make sure that right knee feels okay. Last one, go all the way through. Back to stand. Shake it off maybe. Tadasana. Left leg strong, right knee up, out, tap, up, in, and down. Up, out, tap, up, in, down. Good, last one, go all the way through it. Nice. So the next one is that kicking out. Left leg will kick out, and then we'll take the knees together, heel towards the glute. Kick out, knees together, heel towards the glute. Kick it out, knees together, heel towards the glute. Good, last one. Nice. And then second side. Strong standing pose, kick that right leg out, bend the knee, heel towards the glute. So take those knees into alignment if you can. If the knees forward, that's fine, but just trying to bring them together. Kick out, heel towards the glute, last one, and back to stand. So the falling star, you can have your arms maybe up, overhead, or out, whatever gives you more balance, or even hands to the hips. Again, whatever gives you that balance. But we're gonna kind of lean to the right side, the left leg lifts, bring that foot to the floor and go to the left. So you're trying to stay really straight. It's a lot of core, it's a lot of tailbone in this pose, more than you would think. So you can bring the feet together or let there be some distance. And again, that just depends on what feels right for you. Bringing them together is a little bit harder, because then you gotta root down. To have that bit of space is a little easier. Core, tailbone lengthens. Good, last one, whatever side you're on. Nice, shake it off. So we're gonna go into our trees. Again, if you need a chair or a wall, have that close by, have that be ready for you. Tadasana. We're gonna get really strong on that right side. Lift that left knee up, out, placing the foot high or low. And then hands could be to the heart or maybe overhead. Toes can even be to the floor for a rooted tree. And then just moving along with the movement on that right side. There's going to be constant movement, constant prana and breath. And if it drops you out of it, come back in. Good. When you're ready, let that first side go. Give it a little shake off to the body. Tadasana, strong standing pose. Let's take the weight into the left leg this time. Lift that right knee up, let it open without turning, twisting too much to the right. Place that foot high or low or root it for the rooted tree. Hands could be to the heart or overhead. And then even where's your neck alignment, right? You want your head to be stacked right on top. And then vertebrae stacked top of the spine. Make sure you've got your breath going, moving with that movement on the left leg. And then when you're ready, we'll let that second side go. So the speed skaters, we've been doing this one in class and even online. So it can be a lot of work for the knees. So know how far to go into each pose. But ideally, you're taking one foot in front and you've got a slight bend and the other leg behind, and it's a little bit of a curtsy, but you're kind of twisting your body there a little bit too. And then if you want, you can kind of get your arms going into it. So twist and twist. Watch the placement of that front foot. Whatever one you're on, you want your knee to travel over those toes. So make sure you're taking your time. Make a pause. Go slow enough where that foot is drawn forward. Oh, Tula's. We went on a big walk today. She's got a little giddy up to her. Couple more. Good. Last one. Nice. Give her a little shake off. I'm going to let Tula outside. There you go, girlfriend. Good. Let's come down to a seat. We're going to do a little twist. Twisting action before coming to our back. A little bit more hip work. So feet are about hip width distance, just like if we were standing. Pushing through the heels so the legs are active. And then lift the ribs from the waistline. Shoulders lift up, back, and down, and then bring the sides of the neck into alignment, letting your heart draw for the toes. So the more you push down with your sits bones and push through your heels, the legs activate, the more you lift up through the ribs and let your heart come forward. Hopefully that's creating some space in your sacrum area, in the low back area. So watch how far you go forward. It's not meant to be, well, eventually, you know, if we're here for doing this every day and here for half an hour every day, we would probably get our forehead to the legs, but we're just taking this breath by breath. then slowly coming up. Let's take the hands around the back of the right thigh. Kind of lean onto your sits bones. Let's do a little pointing and flexing on that right foot. Point the toes towards you and away. And then come into some circles, roll the ankle around and around, go in the opposite direction a few times. Good. Now, cross the right leg over the left. Wherever that foot falls, where you can still have weight on your right sits bone. So you want both sits bones to be on the floor. Keep pushing through that left heel. We're going to go into a twist. Before we go there, bring the torso into an alignment. So you're kind of lifting the ribs, shoulders are on the back. We're going to turn that left waistline to the right as much as you can. And the right hand comes around the back. Keep pushing through that left heel. Maybe the head, neck, and eyes start to turn and look over the right shoulder. But again, that left shoulder is not leading the way. Make sure it stays on the back body. The tendency is that it wants to drop and the head wants to drop, so that's where we kind of have to realign ourselves. Lifting ribs, get really tall, root down with the sits bones, twist from the waistline. And then let it come back around. Nicely done. Bring that right leg back out, hip width distance, push through the heels. Root down through the sits bones there again. Lift up with the ribs, shoulders back, neck in alignment. Take this into a forward fold. And again, it's not a big movement. The more we root down and lift up, hopefully that's creating some space in the low back. One more breath. As you start to lean back, let that left leg come with you. Wrap your hands around the back of the left thigh. And let's do some pointing and flexing on this foot. Point the toes away and then towards you, and then some circles. Go one direction and then go the other. And we're going to bring that left leg, cross it over the right. You still want that right leg to be straight out from the hip, pushing through the heel. Both sits bones to the floor. Lift up through the ribs, shoulders back, neck in alignment. Start to turn your right waistline to the left as much as you can. Wherever you end up into that twist, that's it. That's where it's meant to be. Letting the hands just relax. Make sure that right shoulder is on the back body. Head, neck, and eyes are turning with the torso, and then maybe you add that into the twist, looking over the right shoulder. Watch that left shoulder can come with you. Keep pushing through that right heel. Turn a little bit more if you've got it in you. And then we're going to slowly bring it back around. Let that left leg come out in front of you, and then working your way to your back. Soles of the feet are to the floor. Let's walk the right foot to the right and the left foot to the left, so you've got a little bit more space between the knees to let the knees both drop to the right and then both drop to the left. That little windshield wiper action, keeping your shoulders rooted down, your gaze looking up towards the ceiling. Getting a good stretch along each side. As you turn to the left, you feel it on the right. As you go right, you feel it on the left. And then let's bring those feet back together, knees high, coming into a reclining pigeon with the right leg first. Right leg pushes high for the ceiling. Relax that leg on the left knee. Activate the right toes towards the right knee, and then trying to find equalness onto the pelvis. So you can take all the weight to your right side. If you want more, Without compromising the shoulders or your neck, you're starting to bring that left thigh in towards you using a strap or your hands. Still keep that right foot active. Think about lengthening the tailbone so that moves the legs away from you, opening that right hip a little more. Couple rounds of breath. Good, I'm gonna add on to this pose, so only go there if you feel okay with it. Bring that left foot to the floor. If it's lifted, cross the right leg over the left. This is a little bit more advanced, so, but I know some of you like this one. So we're gonna bring the knees in towards the chest again. Your right hand grabs your left leg or ankle or foot. Your left hand grabs the right leg. So you're still kind of pulling those legs in towards you. This is gonna get into your right glute more than your hip gets into the glute. Little stretch there. Good, and then let that go. Both legs relax, take those knees to one side and the other. Little low body twist again. Good, let's bring it back to center. Bring the feet a little bit closer towards each other. Knees are high, left leg extends. Let's come into reclining pigeon second side. Trying to find some equalness onto the sacrum, onto your pelvis. Left toes activate towards the left knee. You can stay here, or maybe you start to bring that right thigh in towards you. And again, the more you bring it in towards you, the more your back flattens to the floor. So if you lengthen the tailbone, the legs move away and it creates a little bit of space at your low back. Watch that you just didn't shift all your weight to the left side. Good, and then if you want more, you can bring that left foot down, or sorry, right foot down, cross the left leg over the right, start to bring those knees in towards you again, grabbing the opposite. So the right hand grabs the left hand grabs the right, and you're kind of bringing it in towards you, getting into that left glute a little bit more. Couple rounds of breath, and again, this isn't for everybody, so be very careful. And then let it go. Let those knees go wide again. Drop the knees to the right, drop them to the left. Good. Bring those feet a little bit closer towards each other, towards you. Let's do just a couple rounds of the moving bridge. So letting the feet root down, the back of the shoulders, back of the head, and letting the hips come high and the arms go overhead. With the inhale, exhale, everything goes back to the floor. Push down, root down to lift the hips up, arms up. Exhale, everything comes back down. Inhale, rise and lift. Exhale, back down. Let's do two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back down. Last one. Inhale, push everything down, root everything down, lift it up. Exhale, back down. Hug knees in towards the chest. Give a little side to side, little circles. Start to bring your head and heart up to meet the knees. Curl everything in super tight. And on an exhale, we're gonna let everything go. Legs relax, arms relax, with the palms open. Move anywhere you need to. Let your shoulders completely relax. Your chin is drawn up towards the ceiling. Not tilting the head, but just noticing the alignment. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Very slowly, very softly, placing the left hand to the belly, right hand to the heart. Connecting physical body with the mental mind, the spiritual side. Coming to your comfortable seat. Oh, sorry, bend your knees so the feet come to the floor. Roll to the right side. And then when you're ready, finding your way to your comfortable seat. Arms out to the side for a full breath in as the arms sweep overhead, and then exhale, hands coming to the heart. Thank you everybody for sharing your Tuesday night Stiff Guys and Gals with me and each other. The light and divine in me bows to the light and divine within each of you. Namaste.
Thank you,
Namaste.
Annie. Thank you, Annie.
Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Oh, now he's in a spotlight.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Good looking knee, Ollie.
I did what?
Good looking knee.
Good looking knee.
You like that?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'll just leave it at that.
Should we do another part 2? Maybe not this Friday, but maybe the next one.
No.
What are we doing?
Ready?
We could talk about it. Another part 2.
Anytime. Anytime.
Anytime. It's funny.
Thanks, Annie.
All right, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. See you in the hood.
Phone. That's your phone. No, mine's there.
Right there.